So the upgraded pistol will be the CZ there. As we get into this one, we'll have a look as the approach of Mousesports. Might just be the straight up B rush here, map. 5 players in the battlements as they go in towards the bomb site. Hey, Chris J leading the charge with the firepower, but it doesn't matter. Rez will take him out. There's going to be a couple of frags here for an NiP.
Decent find, get right. Let's take the early aggression, and then it's Forrest that's unsuspectingly waiting toward the bench. Very well done from NiP to stack up toward the B site. They get there early enough, and it's an easy odds with the scout to finally take him down. That forces Forrest to rotate over. They're creating space on the Mousesports side. Pistols can certainly be overwhelming, but Dennis steps out before they arrive to get 1 kill, but only 1. Sonny, 2 on a deagle, and they're inside of the site. Smoke towards CT, bomb plant to follow.
This is looking very promising now for Mousesports as the bomb does go down, and he hits another one. Beautiful stuff coming through from Sonny, and Get Right surely has no chance of winning this one. Doesn't have the firepower of the M4. He'll be stuck with the UMP, but it's a good incendiary to flush out Sonny at least, but that could actually work out defeating Get Right, and indeed it is.
Drops, still looking for entry, doesn't quite catch Rez. He got Sticko before that. Rez was low enough on HP that they could have been able to do something with it. Rez going down to Sonny, he's the lowest HP fragger, leaves Forrest still inside of the ladder and puts Sonny on 2, so things are working out well from NiP. Draken takes damage, but good response from Dennis. This is the opposite round now, as NiP with 2 HP left on Sonny, the man who stole it last time, could bring this back in their favor. He'll rotate back around with an AK in hand, but there's bomb down in the site, 37 seconds, and NiP will swarm.
This should be quite a convincing case now for NiP. Sonny 2 points of health. As he has scored 5 kills already. I don't think he'll be finding many more. You can see the bomb down towards that connector. Not really much he can do with this one. Option, save the AK and the equipment that comes with it through the smoke, with the execution about to ring true for Mousesports.
Rez with the nade will back away as he throws it, tries to have it drop, fade away, and on top of the heads of Mousesports, he landed a little bit of damage onto Sonny. Bomb gets planted. We find ourselves with 10 players alive. And a retake required, no flank. And look at this, okay, so normally you'd see one, okay. As soon as I say it, it changes. I was gonna say, you might see 1 or 2 rotate middle to try and get the post plant position on catwalk to see the bomb. They actually were originally sending 3, but Rops went back the other way, and rightfully so, because Chris going down means Sticko's the only one they made. It would be all too obvious. Great find from Sonny. The fact that he even gets 1 kill puts pressure on Draken because he doesn't have much to work with. Does get 1 immediately back down through the open connector position, but now they'll start to push onto him. And he's got just the AWP to work with, wants to try and get out. He's tagged down to 13, and if he continues to run, you'd expect they take him down. In fact, the bomb will do so. He couldn't get far. 2 AKs. It's one of those games where it really, it's great. It's action. It's back and forth. It's exciting. But one of these 2 teams is going to get torn apart economically when it finally breaks down, and it might do so now. NiP, they still have the round advantage. They still have the man advantage, but 2 AKs up. Thankfully, Forrest got the kill back on Sticko as I was starting to go into more depth on how they'd have problems, and they have the bomb. So this works out well if Get Right can survive in the smoke. The gap, just barely he gets away with it, because the headshot was certainly lined up. But the first bullet didn't land on the head. It was a body shot, put him on 5 HP, and now it's just Rops to find.
Certainly is. Hasn't really got much of a chance here. Less than 20 seconds remaining and 3 kills to find. 2 of them very low, but this looks impossible at this point. His best possible outcome is he finds a couple of kills. Not really any time to plant now, so he'll have to run back towards the site. Surely Dennis won't let this happen, and it's going to be Forrest to stop him in his tracks, and that's going to be...
Which isn't as common. Usually you see a 3-2. They'll go. They want trades. They're going to need it as well. Rez gets away inside of the smoke. He gets a double. That's really well done from Rez, because the whole design of that play was to get at least the trade, and the smoke worked out perfectly for him.
Yeah, really well done there by Rez. He's had a fantastic tournament so far, Matt. He's actually seeing some of those vintage performances, rolling it right back to that Oakland win. And it's good to see him performing at this level again. Draken to finish things off. Mousesports looking flat now, and it's probably going to be a Mousesports round here. If they can make it expensive, that'd be fantastic. The bomb ticks away as Rez makes his way through. The going for the defuse here. He's surely going to get this kill, and this could work out. Sonny spraying through the smoke. He'll find 1. That's the diffuser, and Rez just has to desperately defuse the bomb at this point. He's in the smoke. Can he survive? The defuse comes in, and NiP win the round. It was so touch and go. But Sonny punish as Mousesports seem to be floundering now. This A execution again and again. Chris J's opening things up. They're getting the bomb down as Rops finds a first kill. Dennis to defend here. He needs to find multiple kills. He only gets 1 though. Bomb should be planted again as the retake has to occur once more. NiP They've got plenty of cash. We'll see if it's possible once again.
And this enabled by the bomb plant in the last round gives the buy and the man advantage. So Mousesports to make up for what should have easily been the case last time as Sunny over the top will find Forrest working back in from connector. It's Get Right that will work back out from jungle, and Sunny's not even good. Oh, I take it back. Oscar!
Hello?
That was just straight reaction and just not really paying attention. I don't think it's going to persuade the outcome of the round, but there was no need for that team kill because now reset potential is still a factor, and he's taking a teammate down.
Yeah, and that's why Get Right wants to stick around for this one. Make sure everyone goes down with the ship.
They named them Henry. And it's only one inside of the site. That's Get Right. He's called for rotation. They have the second player in the window. It's Draken, but Oscar lines it up first. And this time it's not his teammate that he'll kill. It's the man they need to take down and allow Chris to swing in the site to find Get Right. So, Robs to hold the flank and another round. They're definitely starting to figure out NiP's defense, and they are picking it apart one at a time.
Absolutely. Be Rob. So if he gets killed by nades, that's exactly what happened. There we go.
Shots from Chris. Tons of them. Finally, he'll land one and a second before he has to reload. He had about 8 shots that missed, and then in the final 4 found 2 kills. Draken and Forrest responding, but it's just Draken left in a 1 versus 3, and he's tagged further down to 39. Sunny knows exactly where he is based on all of the information. Goes over the top, and Mousesports get a pistol. When you consider the context, Sunny is, oh my goodness, perfectly positioned. They've got nades out. They've got nades out. They're not ready, but Forrest somehow in time recovers. They're not ready for Chris. They're not expecting 2. What a way to capitalize. Both go down. Rez responds, and thankfully, in all of that, they committed to the site, and Dennis went that direction. So Rez has confidence to get the bomb all the way through in a 2-on-2 situation. Bomb goes to bench. They don't want to overcommit to the plant because Sticko has to get around and try and get behind.
2 versus 2. Bomb will be planted. It's NiP now in the driving seat, but it is a fake plant. Sticko trying to shut it down, but Rez just punishes him for the peak. And now Robs with it all to play for. He's going to have an opportunity to take down Dennis here, but can't capitalize on the shot. They'll peek together. He would have had a drop.
Yeah, this is really good positioning from Sticko, taking full advantage of this smoke. They're not going to expect him to be so close. That bomb gets denied, and somehow Forrest, oh my goodness, it took a while. Almost didn't get the kill in return. That would have been very costly to leave Mousesports that much control in the site. Get Right adds to it, however, and it turns again. 35 seconds, and that bomb is still not down, and Mousesports will play off of that and that alone. Or will they? They're going to go aggressive. They find Get Right. They could steal this on time at this point.
Draken from short, trying to back up Forrest, who's desperately trying to get that plant down. A Molotov is thrown towards the kitchen. That will hold Oscar at bay, and I'm presuming the bomb is planted at this point. Indeed it is. 2 versus 2 with the long flank. Coming in from Sunny, he's going towards his apartments. Forrest trying to get in position, holds the bench. Oscar low HP, as he has to patiently wait for his teammate here.
This flank could almost work in that they'll be anticipating they're at checkers and hadn't shown before from that position, but at the same time, with so much time going by, Forrest at bench, he can still hold that from the left side. He's overstepped the mark. He's gone low on HP. Good read from Draken. That might win the round on its own because now he has control from short, and it's a 10-second defuse required. All too easy at that. There's a... Okay, I think the angle Dennis would actually bypass the barred window based on how they were boosted, but Oscar's moved and it moving. He spots Dennis, only lags him, and Dennis is able to therefore take down Sticko, so it all goes wrong until now. What a shot! Oh, from Oscar as he looks back to the bench as well. And through the wall, he'll find this second, but scoped in, he's unable to be aware of the fact they'd already dropped in and gotten below his aim, so it's NiP again with the lead. Oh, here we go, Get Right, classic Get Right. It may not amount to much, but it's certainly an important position. 9, desperate to close it. Take down anyone who dare try and intrude the B site. Oscar gone, Forrest getting the kill. It looks to be map 1 in the books. Sticko will relocate, smoke in his hands to try and cover off Cat behind him. And he'll have company. Molotov has to extinguish itself, has to burn out. But it can burn out. Mousesports might fade away. Sticko still waiting patiently, knows that they're on the other side of that cinder blocks position and still not able to do much with this gun. Forrest has the angle covered off, gets the pre-fire and damage done either way. But it's information more importantly than NiP, and Get Right has Robs.
Well, that should be it. I don't see Sticko winning this. A 5 versus 1, an MP9, and that's going to be it. What a